The Linleys Garden Railway has gained a footbridge at the main station Linleys. It's not quite finished, and being in wood, it's only a prototype version, but it's in place here and adds a real feature to the developing station scene. Hi, I'm Warren Brand and welcome to another Linleys video. Picking up from the last video, I'm back to assembling the flights of steps for the other two tower sections and then the bridge decking. I made the middle set of steps the last time, so I'll crack on next with the towers and the steps for platforms 3 and 4. These will be a replica of the other one, but with a slightly different top, of course. The centre tower at the top has a T-junction for the 2 footbridges, but the one next to make has just one bridge deck joining it. I'm starting off with the deck pieces cut and then adding the underbeams and the stanchion legs. With these 2 towers made, I can work out how high the 3rd tower needs to be. I'm planning on painting this wooden version in some sort of Midland Railway colours, so that would be a combination of black and the characteristic dark red colour. I don't know what the official colour code is for that, but it should be easy to find that out online. I'll practice with the colour scheme a bit on this prototype so that I can be sure that when I want to make the proper one in due course, I've got the colour scheme just about right. So, having talked about a proper one, I plan to make a weatherproof version using resilient materials. I think I'll use some brass to provide a core strength and rigidity overall, and use either laser cut panels and pieces or 3D printed plastic sections. I'd have a grand old job to generate the computer drawings for these, but I have the skill. I simply don't have the time at present. But retirement is not so very far away, maybe just a few years, and I would think I'll have more time to enjoy modelling and making things for the Linleys Garden Railway. Until then though, I have weekends and holidays and time enough to make relatively quick prototypes. The ground level for the third tower, the base for the station buildings, is slightly higher than the top surface of the platforms, so the tower legs need to be a little bit shorter. By standing the two towers on the platforms in their place and using a batten of wood and a spirit level, I can work across and see how tall the third tower needs to be. With the third tower now assembled and the lower halfway landing deck made with shorter legs as well, I can assemble the set of steps between these two towers. The lower set of steps have fewer treads to compensate for the higher ground. I want the top section to have the same number of steps so that the mid tower lines up with the other two mid towers. With a final check, I can see the angles of the steps match, and I'm really pleased with the way it has all come together so far. I'm too tight on time to complete all the handrails, but I've managed to add most of the pieces and include the decking for the footbridge sections too. The lattice work for the panels below the handrails, either side of the steps and along the top bridge sides, needs to be included to finish the model. I plan to laser cut some panels or 3D print them, but that'll have to wait for another time. In the last video, I referenced how I had to work out the number of steps and the angle of the stairs overall. All I did was to look online and find photographs of old iron footbridges and print them out. I picked photographs where the steps were shown in view flat to camera so that there was no distortion due to any perspective view. On these printouts, I just marked the angles of the steps, a horizontal line and a vertical line. Working out the gradient is easy, just divide the height gained by the distance travelled along, and that gives the ratio. I decided which ratio seemed to work the best for my design and used this in my own drawings. Then with all this I could work out the step dimensions and everything else. I really do need to concentrate on getting some track relayed, so I won't do any more on the footbridge just yet. Once I've some trains running again, I'll look at the station building design and work out what sort of prototype model I can construct there too. At the end of this video here, there are some link cards to other videos you may be interested in, so if you have time, please take a look. Your support with a comment, a sub if you haven't already, and a like would be very much appreciated. Thanks for watching and bye for now.